Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stephanie Menes from the RotoBees team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Monday, January 15th. Happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody. Sorry I've been gone a couple days. I have a bunch of stuff going on. I coach high school basketball, and we're in the middle of our season right now. Like I said, just super busy. But we're gonna attack this four-game main slate and kind of get you some picks to kind of get you started with your research. So, if you're new to this channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button below so you can watch all of our NFL, MLB, and NBA videos. Please make sure to click the like button on this video. It really, really helps us out. So let's just jump into the games. Let's get this done. We're going to start with the game everybody's been waiting for. Golden State at Cleveland. This is, going to be a really, really good game to watch. This is a really good game. You can attack fantasy-wise. This game has a 223.5 implied total. Golden State's favored by 5.5. Then we got Houston going into LA to face the Clippers. Chris Paul going to face his former team. This game has a 228.5 implied total. Houston's favored by 4.5. Then we got Indiana going into Utah to face the Jazz. This game has a 207 implied total. Utah is favored by 4. And lastly, we got OKC going into Sacramento to face the Kings. This game has a 209 implied total. And OKC is favored by 11.5. Actually, I'm sorry. You got Sacramento going into OKC. I apologize for that. So let's just jump into the picks. We'll get it done real quick. Top point guard. Anytime he plays, pretty much. Westbrook. The price tag is up. For him to hit value, you need 61. It's a big number, but if anybody can get there, it's definitely going to be Westbrook. He's playing very well right now. He's playing tons of minutes. He's been very consistent, as you see. I think Westbrook is a top point guard. We got Chris Paul. He's a little bit less expensive, but he's a little bit more inconsistent than Westbrook, in my opinion. For him to hit value, you're going to need about 54. He's averaging 44 on the season. He's coming off 2 games ago. He had the best game of the season for him with almost 70 fantasy points. I like Chris Paul. I like the price tag. I like the revenge narrative. It's just if he could get there, he's a kind of a volatile player. He's not a super volatile player. I mean, he's consistent, but to get you a big number, that's the thing that kind of scares me a little bit. But either way, Chris Paul, solid play. We got Curry, 10-2, going against Cleveland. It's going to be a very, very good game. For him to hit value, you need 51. He's averaging 46 on the season. So Curry, I really like him. You want to pay down. One guy I'm really going to be looking at, Ricky Rubio. He's playing very well right now. For him to hit value, you need about 25. If you look at his numbers, the past 6 games, he's got you at least 23 and 5 of the past 6 with just one off game against Miami, who's a good defensive team. But he's doing a little bit of everything. He's filling up the stats. If he scores, that's when he has a really good game for you. If you're going to pay down, I think he's a very, very consistent guy that you could go for. Shooting guard, Lou Williams, up-tempo game against Houston. For him to hit value, you need 45. It's a big number, but in the past 3 games, he's got you 40, 45, and 59. So, he's playing good. He's a baller. He played for Houston last year, so this is a little bit of a revenge narrative for him as well. Lou Williams, really good play. Gordon, price is down a little bit, but hey, he's playing very well, playing a lot of minutes. Before last game, we only played 29 minutes because it was a blowout. 2 games before that, he got you 42, 43. He got 27 against Detroit, but then he had 55 against the Warriors. He's solid. For him to hit value, you're going to need about 37, 38. I definitely think he could get there, especially in this up-tempo game, going against the Clippers. Eric Gordon, great play. Mitchell, the young guy, up-tempo game against Indiana. The minutes are there. You got to love it. He's playing well. For him to hit value, you need about 36, 37. He's got you at least 30 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. He gives you a high floor, in my opinion, with a solid ceiling as well. Mitchell, check him out. We got Clay, big game. Gotta like Clay. One thing I will note, Clay is all the Warriors are healthy right now. Usually when they're all healthy, Clay's the one that kind of gets left out a little bit. But I mean, last game against Toronto, he played 38 minutes and put up 36 fantasy points. We know Clay has upside. That's for sure. So you definitely got to look at him in this matchup. It's going to be a big time game, and everybody's going to get up and they're going to be ready to play this game today. Both sides, Warriors and Cavs. Clay, solid play. For that same reason, you can even look at Dwyane Wade. He could actually pick up a couple extra minutes. Last time he played Golden State, he played 29 minutes, and he got you 34 fantasy points. At a 4.8 price tag, all you need is 24 for him to hit value. He's averaging 24 on the season. Wade, on the cheaper end, solid play. LeBron James, last time he faced him, he done it in this matchup. 40 minutes, only got us 29 fantasy points. I think this time he's going to have a much better performance at home. He's going to play the minutes. We know that about him. I definitely am looking for a bounce back spot against LeBron James. He's going to do absolutely everything he can to try to win this game. So I do really like LeBron James. Durant, last time in this matchup, how LeBron did it. He actually did work. He played very well. 36 minutes, 55 fantasy points. So Durant, solid play. Like I said, with everybody backed up for the Warriors, it kind of takes away from everybody. So Durant, he's going to get you, I would say 45 for sure. That's his floor. And at his price tag, we need 53, 54 for him to have value. He could definitely definitely get there. He's going to get up for this game. He's going to be very pumped up. Like I said, all the Warriors, they just kind of hurt each other a little bit. So it's kind of it's a little bit frustrating. But Kevin Durant, top 3 play on this slate. Paul George, 8,300 for him to have value. Need about 41, 42. He could definitely, he could definitely get there. But he's frustrated. The minutes are there. He's scoring. Sometimes he decides he wants to get other stats. Sometimes he does it. That's kind of what it is. For him to have value, he need 38. If you look at it, in the past 5 games, he's got you 42 one time, but 34, 27, 25, and 30 on this price tag. Those numbers are a little bit scary. I definitely think he could get there. But this game could also turn into a blowout, and he could, get his minutes buzzed off a little bit. Either way, small slate. Gotta like Paul George. Ariza, just very consistent. He's playing massive minutes. One thing I really love is I love going with with small forwards against the Clippers. If you look at the numbers, they absolutely torch the Clippers. Ariza, fair price tag for him to value need about 27. He's averaging 25 on the season. Ariza's a solid play. Gerald Green as well. The guy's playing a lot right now. What you really gotta like gives you, the thing about him is he's more scoring dependent. You need him to score buckets for him to hit value. But value's not very high. He needs 22, 23 to hit value. He's averaging, almost 23 on the season. The minutes are going to be there as long as Harden's out. So Gerald Green, like him on the cheaper end. Blake Griffin against Houston, a very up-tempo game. The price is down. I actually really like Blake Griffin in this spot. I feel like he's underpriced right now. For him to hit value, you need about 42. He's averaging 40 on the season. He's coming off a game against Sacramento. He only played 28 minutes, 24 fantasy points. But he's been playing very well on the season. He's been playing very, very well. Like I said, he's gonna get there. I feel he's underpriced. I like him. I think he's a solid cash game play. You got Draymond. Draymond's playing good right now. And Draymond's one of those guys for the Warriors. Even though everybody's back, it doesn't really hurt him too much because he does the little things. He does it helps him a little bit. He can get a couple more assists. He has his shooters back. And Curry, Durant. Draymond. He's just consistent. For him to have value, you're gonna need about 41. He's averaging 37 on the season. I really like Draymond. Carmelo, he's priced up a little bit. I don't like the price. For him to have value, you need about 32 and a half. He could definitely get there. Don't get me wrong. But I liked him more when he was 5,900. But small slate, I mean, he's averaging 29 on a season, so he's been somewhat consistent. He's up and down. He's a volatile player, but he could definitely get you there. I think he is a solid play. Favors 6.3 price tag. You need 32 for value. He does a little bit of everything. That's what I like about Favors. He does fill up the stat sheet. Last game against Charlotte, he only scored 5 points, but he got you 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. He's just consistent, averaging 26 on the season. He's been playing well. He plays a lot better with Gobert out. Gobert's still out. So Favors, I think he's gonna have a solid game against Indiana in an up-tempo matchup. Last guy I'll talk about, Ryan Anderson. The past 2 games, he's played a lot of minutes. One thing I like about him is his price is down. All you need is 22 for him at value. He's averaging 20 on the season. If he's going to play, 32 to 34 minutes, you got to like him. I like him. He is probably a little bit more of a GPP play just because he is volatile. But Ryan Anderson, either way, solid play. Now we'll go to center. This spot is ugly, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Play it simple. It's not. I don't know what to do with center, but we'll dive into it. See what we can find. First we'll start with Capela. Capela. He's gonna be going against DeAndre Jordan, so they're gonna need him on the floor. A big body. He's been consistent for the most part this season, averaging 35 fantasy points a game. He does a little bit of everything. He's coming off a massive game. Actually, he's had double doubles in 4 of the past 5 games. And 2 of the past 3 games, he had really, really big games. 17 and 16, 15 and 16. This just shows you, he's playing more minutes, which you really gotta like. He's killing it. He does a little bit of everything. He definitely does a little bit of everything. I really like Capela. The price is up a little bit. That's the thing that kind of pushes me off of him. But small slate, it's tough. You got to go somewhere, so I like him. Adams, 7,000. Just very consistent. You need 35 for him to hit value. He's averaging 30 on the season. I like this spot against, Sacramento Kings. Adams, solid play. Next, we'll talk about Kevin Love. His minutes are up and down, which is frustrating. Last time he faced Golden State, though, he did play 35 minutes. He had a massive game, 31 and 18. He was one of the Cavs that did play well, 55 fantasy points. He definitely has the upside. 7,000 price tag, you need 35. So I really like Kevin Love. I think he's in a solid spot here once again. I think he will play a couple extra minutes, big time game. The coach is going to want to win. So yeah, hey, that's kind of where I'm at with these picks. If you haven't, please make sure to click that like button. Let's just go through it real quick. First thing first, it's going to be tough. You have to decide where to pay up. One guy I really like, though, is I do like Rubio. I just think the price is very fair. We're going to shooting guard. One more guy I forgot to note is at shooting guard was this guy, Wallace. This guy's since being there, he's been playing massive minutes. 34, 36, 32. He had a 41-point game and then a 21 and then 18. But, at this price tag, all you need is 21. So this is not going to kill you. I definitely think it's a guy that you can pay down for there. So I'm gonna go with him as a solid value play. Then Durant or LeBron, back and forth. Who are you gonna go with? I'm going with LeBron at home. He's gonna bounce back from last game. He had an off game. He looked pretty much like a dumbass, to be honest with you. I expect him to do good this game. Then I like Draymond at power forward, and then for center, I'm going Kevin Love. So you get the idea. I love this game, but you got to find value elsewhere. I think these guys are 2 solid value pieces. You could probably still even go with Westbrook, pay down from Draymond a little bit. There's a lot of options that you could definitely do on this slate, but I think this is a solid core to kind of get you started. I like something like this. So yeah, hey, let's get it today. I'll get the video up tonight. Sorry, this one came up late. Like I said, been very busy, but hey, good luck and let's get it.